on the border of the Simon Bolívar and Villa Española neighborhoods, where José Pedro Varela and Damaso Antonio Larrañaga avenues intersect. Today stands the Entel Arena. Until not long ago, the municipal Cilindro was there, a venue that was originally also intended for sporting and cultural events. The Cilindro was inaugurated in 1956, and during the civil-military dictatorship it was transformed into a center of repression and detention. Hundreds of workers arrested during the general strike of 1973 were imprisoned there. In an area of Montevideo historically linked to the world of work, these neighborhoods had an intense union and community life. The streets, housing cooperatives, and the factories themselves were places of meeting and organization. However, under the authoritarian regime, these spaces were taken over by military surveillance and fear. Patrols lurked on every corner, clandestine meetings were held in the discretion of homes, and residents lived under the constant threat of arbitrary arrest. Initiated as a response to the coup d'état, the general strike paralyzed the city for 15 days. This marked the beginning of a form of resistance unprecedented in Latin America. While workers occupied factories and workshops, the military government deployed savage repression, violent evictions, mass arrests, and the creation of improvised prisons, such as the municipal Cilindro. Those fighting for democracy were imprisoned there in degrading conditions, in an attempt to weaken the general strike. The large number of arbitrary arrests quickly overwhelmed the capacity of the capital's police stations. The Cilindro was an emergency solution, becoming a large detention facility. Montevideo suffered the dictatorship in its large institutional buildings and in the daily life of its neighborhoods. Neighbors wove networks of solidarity that offered shelter and support to the detainees and their families. The streets themselves, the scene of military control, became a symbol of a silent but firm resistance, where the echo of the struggle reverberated over that imposed silence. As if in the same timeless setting of several superimposed stories on the traces of a past of violence and repression, today the Entel Arena stands there, a space for meeting and celebration. Witness to pain and resistance, the place preserves the indelible memory of that working-class Montevideo that rose up in struggle during the general strike.